I'm that bitch. Been that bitch, still that bitch. Only big
Ooh.
bad bitch.
Ooh.
Cash shit.
Ooh, messy, bougie.
Ratchet.
How did dance go?
Sassy. Nasty.
What you say?
Acting stupid. What's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage.
What's up? My name is Kyla, and in today's video I have a chit chat. Get ready with me. We're going to talk about relationships, dating, how I've been coping during this time, and also just checking up on you guys and letting you guys know what you should be doing during this time as well. So if you guys would love to hear more of that, just keep on watching. So we're just gonna get into this chit chat. Get ready with me and get into this look. So y'all know we in the house, child. Can't go nowhere. You can't do nothing. So I'm like, let me make sure my baby's okay. Let me check on y'all. Check on your mental health. Because I'm not gonna lie, I had a mental breakdown. When was it? Yesterday? 2 days ago? I had a mental breakdown. And I was just a little disappointed in myself because, you know, I had so many plans on what I was gonna do during this time. I was like, yeah, girl, I'm finna be getting all these videos out. Like, I'm finna be on my stuff. And then I get home from school and child, a girl got lazy. But I'm fine now. I'm good. I'm happy. You know, today's a new day. But there is some sunshine. You know, another thing I said I was gonna do during this little stay at home order, I said I was gonna spend more time in nature. I have a beautiful park behind my house. I said I was gonna spend more time in nature, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna be away from my phone, child. I ain't did that either. It's crazy because before all of this stuff went down, I was hardly ever like on social media like Facebook and Instagram and stuff. And it's like now that this stuff has happened, like I find myself scrolling on these platforms a lot longer than I anticipate. So I had to delete Facebook because I realized I was spending way too much time on Facebook. And baby, girl, I had to get off, child. It was messing with my brain cells. This is not the time to be falling into old habits. This is not the time to be hitting up old booze. Like lately, I've been at this like a weird place in my life where like I forget how old I really am. So like I'm really hard on myself, you know? And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person, but I'm really hard on myself. And when I feel like I could be doing more, or I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be in life, like it could really like beat me up. You know what I'm saying? Like I really fall into sad state. Yeah. I look like an Easter egg. So your girl is officially in a relationship. She's officially settled down, thrown in the towel. She's no longer out there on the market. For me, it's just, this is so different. This is so different. I don't know whether to be happy or to be scared. The way this boy make me feel, child. I don't know. I've never been with a person where they've always been like 2 steps ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've always been the one who had to plan things, be like, let's go on a date, let's go somewhere, let's do something, you know? So the fact that I'm with somebody that already has their mindset, like he took me on a date, our first date, girl, I mean, it was just amazing. Like holding the door for me, you know, he took me to a fancy restaurant. Like he said, we gonna dress up, like, you know what I'm saying, we actually gonna dress nice. We, you know, like it was a real date. Not no, oh, let's go to the movies, let's go out to eat. Like it was a real date. I got dressed up and I never had that, you know. I mean, yeah, we'll go to the movies, we'll go out to eat afterwards, you know, some chill stuff, but just actually be asked out on a date and know that it's a real date, know that I'm going somewhere fancy, know that I, you know, that I could put effort in, you know what I'm saying, to look good. You know, he paid for the food or whatever. And, you know, me being me, you know, I be having to show a nigga, listen, I need you to know, like, if we gonna do this, I don't need you, and I got my own money. So I was like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm gonna leave the tip or whatever. He was like, I already, you know, added the tip to the, you know, to the little receipt. You know how you got the option to, like, add a tip or whatever with your card or whatever like that. So I was pulling my money out, and I was gonna put the tip on the table. He was like, don't worry about it, I already, you know, tipped with my card. I was like, you did? Well, I'm gonna put that back up in my purse. Girl, how I feel? Why it look like that? My boyfriend knows I love music. I mean, anytime I'm getting ready, doing my makeup, like, I have to have some type of music going. Because he knows that he decided to give me an Echo. And it just really touched my heart because I just never really just thought, oh, I need to give me an Echo. Like, that'll be so beneficial. You know what I'm saying? I just always made it work. So when he got me the Echo, it was just like, you pay attention to me. He was like, yeah, you know, I know you like listening to music, and, you know, I think this would be something great to have so you'll be able to multitask a little better. And I was just like, what did I do to deserve you? I don't know how I feel about these lashes, but they on now, and I don't feel like taking them off. So, child, we just gonna make it. And he met the family. He met my mom, my grandma, my uncle. Child, he met everybody, okay? And let's just say, listen, once you meet my family, baby, you are stuck. It's one thing to meet my mom, okay? You know, it's guys from my past, you know, who have met my mom or whatever. Woo, 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 woo. But it's another thing when you meet the family. When it comes to grandma, uncle, listen, when you start to go down the line, oh, you trying to get married. So Dwayne met them, and everybody just fell in love with him. He spent the weekend with us. So when he came, he has an Xbox and he has a PS4, but I personally like his Xbox. I know people like, why the PS4 better? It's because he has a lot more games to the Xbox. So I like the Xbox better. So whenever we're together or we're spending, you know, a night with each other or whatever the case may be, he always brings his Xbox. So boom, he brought his Xbox or whatever, and he knows I like playing, you know, he knows I like playing the games on his Xbox, and he likes playing with me too. Don't let him fool you. So when he came, he bought me a controller to his game, y'all. It was just so sweet. And I know y'all probably like, girl, shut up. But I just gotta really give appreciation to my boyfriend, y'all. Like, this is so new to me. I don't know how many times I gotta say this to y'all. And we spent the weekend playing the game with each other, and it was just such a cute moment. Wow, like, you know, like, you didn't have to give me a controller. I didn't ask you to get a controller. I didn't bring up an idea of you getting a controller. So the fact that you did, because just you being thoughtful and you knowing that I also enjoy playing the game, and you just knew that would just be a good bonding experience, us playing the game together. I just really, really thought, it's just the little things, y'all. I drove down there to see him, and I got us a hotel. And when we got to the hotel, he was like, we got out the car, and he was like, because we drove in separate cars. So he was like, I'm finna get my stuff and bring it in, go ahead and, you know, open the door, whatever, make sure everything all good. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get your stuff. I was like, no, I don't need you to come and get my stuff. Like, you know, I'm a big girl. I can carry my own stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, you doing enough, just get your stuff, and I'll be right behind you with my stuff. Girl, I be doggone, you know, he get his stuff. Keep in mind, our hotel room was like on the second or third floor. So we had to go like up steps, okay? So I didn't think that through. So, you know, he gets his stuff or whatever. He like, all right, you know, he get his stuff and he heads on up the steps or whatever. So, you know, I'm sashaying my way. I'm getting out the car or whatever. I get my stuff, you know, I'm pretty, you know, I'm looking good or whatever with my man. So, you know, I think I'm doing the thing. Girl, I must have got to them steps, child. I lift up my suitcase to carry it up the steps. I must have forgot how much I packed, okay? I must didn't realize how much I actually packed in my suitcase. I get up like 3 steps, just 3 steps. And I just sit there. I just stop and I just sit there. Because I'm hard-headed. Why you didn't let this man help you? I just be feeling like he already be doing enough. And, you know, I just don't be want to always just ask him to do stuff. You know? Even though I know he doesn't mind. It's just, I don't know. It could be the independent woman, how I was raised by my mom. That could be what it is. Just gotta learn the hard way. And literally like 2 minutes later, he come running back down the steps and stuff. And he didn't even say anything. He just looked at me, smiled, grabbed the suitcase, and he said, come on, babe. and he let me walk in front of him, and we went up the steps, and I was just like, God, I don't know what prayer you answered. It's been many prayers, okay? Let's just say after every failed relationship, child, little heartbreak I experienced, child, it's been many prayers, child. So I said, Lord, I don't know which prayer you answering. I don't know what I said in the prayer, Lord. But Lord, you just keep working miracles. You just keep doing your job, you know. I don't know what I said to deserve a man like this, child. But child, I need you to take me back to that day so I can remember what I said, so I can put my sisters on, so I can put my friends, so I can put everybody on, baby. Listen, this is the prayer. If you want a better man, you ain't been treated right. He ain't treating you right, girl. Here's the prayer that I said, child. Here's the Sierra prayer 2.0. You guys may know or may not know, I do attend a PWI, and before all of this stuff shut down, of course, I was in class, and a girl in my class was talking about how she's engaged and she's getting married in the fall, and I'm just like, girl, and how old you was again? You know, when she was just like, oh, I'm a sophomore, da da da, and I'm just like, what? I was just sitting there like, and you talking about marriage? But then, as time progressed, I went on to realize that she's not the only one. I don't know if it's like you know, this is not to be racist or anything, but I don't know if it's like a white thing, like a white people thing or what, but she wasn't the first white person that had actually said or planned on getting married, you know, at such a young age. Marriage, but I don't know though. I think I probably would like the idea, especially if I knew this was the person for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, who I'm with now, and I know y'all probably be like, girl, everybody be thinking that when they with somebody. No, this person that I'm with now, like, I wouldn't even be mad if we got married. You know, we got married. I know I shouldn't be talking about that. Sorry, mama, if you're watching this, but girl, I don't know, girl. You never know. Yeah, I might be getting married 2021, girl. Don't be surprised, girl. Don't be surprised. Because now that I think about it, marriage, child, the word about to eat, girl. Might well go ahead. I'm just playing. The girl look good. The girl was talking about, she was talking about how when they get married, they're getting his mom's house and they're gonna renovate it. I'm like, oh, child. Y'all doing big adult moves, baby. Money moves, baby. Y'all said, baby, too young for what? Girl, we already got us a house. Girl, I'm telling y'all, these white folks, y'all can take some tips from them, child. I be listening to them. I be like, that don't sound too bad. Ugly. Freaking milky girl, glowy girl, smooth as butter, baby. Filter where? Filter who?